What's going on, guys, and welcome back to LOI TV. In today's video we're going to be doing a preview and predictions ahead of tomorrow's FAI Cup semi-finals. We're going to start off with Athlone, who play host to Dundalk. We're going to start off with the host Athlone Town. They finished second bottom of the first division with 12 points from 18 games. Not a great return, but now they find themselves 90 minutes away from an FAI Cup final. How did that happen? I think their forward Dean George sums it up perfectly. He said, "It's mad. I'm over the moon. I couldn't buy a goal all season and now have a semi-final to look forward to." And yeah, he is right about that. Dean George didn't score a league goal throughout the whole entire campaign, but then goes on and scores a hat-trick in the quarter-final against Shelbourne in their 4-1 win. What a story that is. They of course play host to Irish giants, you could say. Dundalk, on paper, this isn't a contest, come on, Dundalk's second string side would have enough to win this game, you'd think. Dundalk obviously beat Bows 4-1 really well in the quarter final at Dalymount Park, but a disappointing result in the Europa League since then, and they'll certainly have a point to prove after that match. It's hard to see a world where Athlone Town go on to win this match, in fairness. They will be focusing on a couple of main things ahead of the game. Set pieces, they scored from a set piece in the Shells game. Counter-attacks, they scored from a counter-attack kind of goal against Shells as well. And capitalising on mistakes. I believe it was Aidan Friel, the Shells right back, who played a miscued pass at the back, and Dean George capitalised and scored for Athlone. And Dundalk have made a couple of mistakes similar to that this season, a lot of individual errors that have led to goals being scored, and they've been so inconsistent throughout the year, Dundalk. So realistically, Athlone need Dundalk to have an off day here and need Dean George or their forwards to be kind of similarly clinical as they were in the quarter-final to even have a prayer in this one. Another interesting factor is the referee. It is the same referee who actually was in charge in Ballybuffet when Finn Harps played host to Shamrock Rovers in the quarter-final of the FAI Cup, and he made a couple of poor decisions. So it'll be interesting to see if he has an impact on the game come the final whistle. Prediction wise, of course, Athlone are huge underdogs, and many are saying that they haven't got a chance, they haven't even a prayer, and I would tend to agree with that in terms of a prediction. I do unfortunately see the fairy tale ending here for Athlone. I'm going with it. Comfortable away win. Athlone Town 0, Dundalk 3. The next semi-final sees Shamrock Rovers play host to Sligo Rovers at Tallaght Stadium. Unbeaten champions Shamrock Rovers are facing a very difficult game here, in my opinion, to reach the FAI Cup final in pursuit of a double as well. Rovers could be considered lucky to be at this stage following some poor decisions from the referee in Ballybuffet, as I mentioned last week. At the same time, I don't really buy that narrative of that they were kind of lucky. They were, obviously the decisions went their way, but champions get the job done whatever way they can. Coming from 2-0 down against a really hard to break down Finn Harps side on a diabolical pitch up in Donegal, it shows real guts and courage to come back from that position and go on to win the game, no matter how it's done. And it really showed you a lot about the kind of character and spirit that's in that Shamrock Rovers dressing room. They face a Sligo Rovers side who needed extra time and penalties, of course, to get past a stubborn Derry City side in a stalemate 0-0 draw. Wasn't a classic match, in fairness. There's a couple of chances for either side. They'll definitely need an improved performance to win this one. A couple of diabolical penalties as well, if you did watch it. But Liam Buckley, of course, will go to Tallaght and set his side up expertly. They have serious threats on the counter-attack, the likes of Ronan Coughlin, who's been fantastic this season. Fantastic. Junior, whose penalty was one of the ones I mentioned before, was terrible. Tried to kind of copy Coughlin's stance and run up and just hit the post. It was a poor penalty, but his pace on the break could be a good asset for Sligo Rovers in this game. Other players like De Vries and stuff like that as well. They have a couple of good attacking options. The keeper, Ed McGinty, is one of the best goalkeepers in the league for my money, and the defensive structure is rock solid. Likes of John Matten, I really like. So this won't be an easy game for Shamrock Rovers, not one bit, but I think home advantage here will be crucial, and I think they have the quality to just get past Sligo Rovers to set up a replay of last year's FAI Cup final against Dundalk. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 home win. Shamrock Rovers versus Sligo Rovers kicks off at 2 PM tomorrow. Athlone versus Dundalk will know who awaits in the final when they kick off at 7:05 in the evening. Both games, of course, are live on Watch LOI, so make sure to go check them out there, and let me know your predictions down in the comments below. I do really appreciate it, guys, and if you did enjoy the video, I do appreciate it if you can drop a like on it down below, share it and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in a bit.